Happy blissful day, blissful beings. My name is Gabriel.
And my name is Kylie, and we help singles manifest their ideal partner and couples their ideal relationship. If you'd like to learn more about our coaching method, the Bliss Method, you can find our free guide linked below. And as always, thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing.
So in today's video, we want to share with you guys how your assumptions create your reality, how your beliefs create your reality. If you think about it, we have assumptions on all areas of our lives. We have assumptions right now about our health. We have assumptions about our happiness. We have assumptions about our wealth. And we have assumptions about our partners, friends, family, whatever the case may be. That's just how we are as human beings. We always assume something to be true. And whatever that assumption is, boom, it shows up in our reality, and it shows us exactly that we always right according to what we assume to be true. Now check this out. I want to share a quick paragraph by Neville Goddard, and it's in one of his lectures titled The Law of Assumption. And I quote, "What you see when you look at something depends not so much on what is there as on the assumption you make when you look. What you believe to be the real physical world is actually only an assumptive world." So in other words, what you see does not matter so much, is actually how you look at it and how you assume it to be true. So for example, I'll give you an example. So I'm not too sure if you can recall, but we were driving in South Africa, and I realized that my eyesight wasn't too good. And I was like, oh, am I supposed to go to the eye doctor now? And I'm probably gonna have to wear, glasses. And honestly, I didn't really want to wear glasses. So what I did was, like, I assumed that my eyesight is perfect and I have, 20/20 vision. Now, bear in mind, I knew at the time that I could not see 100%. But I had the choice at that moment whether I was going to accept the current situation at the time about my eyes, which was an assumption, and or I could have changed it and say, no, this is the truth. I am perfectly healthy. I have perfect eyesight. I have 20/20 vision, and my eyes always gets better every single time I blink or look at something. So that's the assumption that I chose. I just assumed that nope, my eyes is perfectly healthy. I have 20/20 vision, and it's getting better all the time. And what ended up happening was that, I've got good eyesight now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even have to go to an eye doctor. All I did was just playing that assumption in my mind, that phrase that my eyes is perfectly healthy and it's getting better and I have 20/20 vision. And now we can drive anywhere in the evenings. I see properly. I can even, we were like my eyes are good now. That's all you need to know. My eyes are 100% now. Why? Because of the assumption that I made. And but Kylie's going to share something as well.
Yeah, because it's not just ourselves that we can change. Like Gabriel changed his eyesight, but it's not just ourselves, but it's like Neville said, it's the entire world around us. It's an assumptive world. It's a world based on your assumptions.
Mm-hmm.
And so the other day I was at an office, and there was quite a long queue, so I was waiting there, and you could hear the lady that was kind of behind the desk, and you could hear that, she wasn't the most pleasant person to deal with. She was a bit, curt, short answers. she didn't raise her voice, but you could tell she just had this frustration in her.
Mm-hmm.
She said, oh, why aren't you giving me all your papers? I need your papers, I told you. And you could tell she was just getting so frustrated, and we could all hear her. And then the lady beside me, she said to the other person, she said, yes, she said, I reported her last week for being so unpleasant to work with. And I thought, oh man, this is now who I have to go up to on the desk. And so the first lady that was sitting at the desk with her did not have the right papers, and she was told she didn't have the papers, and so she left. And the next lady, the same situation happened. Just very unpleasant, lots of frustration, lots of blaming. Oh, you didn't give me the right paper. And I was sitting there thinking, oh my goodness, now I must talk to this lady. And I hope that she takes all of my papers. But you see, what happened was I had that moment of choice where I thought, okay, am I going to accept that this lady is like that? Or am I going to accept that, of course, everything's fine. She's very pleasant, very kind, very helpful for me, and everything went great. And so I went straight to the end. I saw myself leave, meet Gabriel outside the door, everything fine, and we went on our way. And so when I went up and sat in front of her at the desk, I gave her my papers, and it really was as though her whole demeanor changed right away. She looked through my papers, she asked me questions, not assertive and aggressive, but just asking a question. Oh, where's this document? And I said, oh, it's just under that other paper there. She said, oh, okay. And there was something wrong with her computer, and so she made a joke like, oh, why are these computers like this? And I just said, isn't that always the case? And she said, yes, it is, and was just very kind about it. And we were laughing and joking together. And I thought, this is the lady I just saw twice with two different people be so unpleasant. And hearing a third person say that she was unpleasant even last week. And so when I left, I said to Gabriel, yep, everything's fine, we're good to go. And you see, I could have accepted that, yes, this woman is difficult, that it's going to be an unpleasant experience for me, that this lady is having a bad day, bad month, whatever. But instead I said, no, that's not the lady that I dealt with. She was pleasant, happy, helpful. She even gave me more information that would help Gabriel down the line. It was incredible that just in that split moment of, what am I going to accept to be true? What am I going to believe or assume to be true about this situation? Am I going to assume she's unpleasant or very pleasant? And of course I chose pleasant. And that's exactly what played out in front of me. It was the most incredible thing to really see it play out. And this was just yesterday. Yesterday morning. And so it was just the most amazing thing, that a reassurance to me that yes, my assumptions do indeed create my reality because of that experience.
Yeah, and it's very important to also know who we truly are, because we know that we are the operant power, right? So we get to choose what reality we want to see or experience, in real time. And so a good way of life to choose as well is never, to settle for less, or never to accept anything less than. And just to always remind yourself that you're always experiencing endless bliss. You always get the best of the best. You're perfectly healthy, you're blissfully happy, and you're extremely wealthy. You can make those your normal, assumptions, to say that, yeah, of course, everything always works out for me, and I always have more than enough. Of course, I'm perfectly healthy. Even though your body is not showing that, you're like, no, my body is perfectly healthy, and it's just getting better all the time. I'm blissfully happy, and I'm just getting more happier all the time. I'm extremely wealthy, and I'm just getting more wealthy all the time. So you're saying this to yourself, even though it seems like, no, if your mind tells you that, nah, you're talking crap. No, that's not the case. Remember, consciousness is the only reality. So whatever you say, think, or feel, it's a done deal, because consciousness is the only reality, and whatever you say, you are. So irrespective of what your mind says, you just continue with it. You just, saying, yeah, I've got perfect eyesight, and it's getting better all the time. That's what I did. I've got perfect eyesight, and it's getting better all the time. I mean, Kylie knows my eyesight. She was like,
He's up on the steering wheel like this.
yeah. But now, I mean, I can see, like, I could read stuff that's quite a distance, right?
Yeah.
It's fine. Then she asked me what's written there, and I tell her, it's like, really? Can you see that? I'm like, yeah, because that's what I've accepted as my new assumption, as my new reality. So right now, how can you apply this in your life now? Look at your life now. If there are any undesirable situations in your life, change it to the exact opposite. Make that your new assumption. Say it every day. And even though you don't feel like, doing it or saying it, just say it, repeat it. You will see it has to show up in your reality. In other words, it has to manifest, whether you like it or not. But you have to remember, whatever you say has to come to pass because you said it, because you're the operant power, because you're the creator of your reality, right? And it's a beautiful thing. And it's all good, and it's just getting better all the time. Every time, all the time. Yeah, we just wanted to share that with you guys. And as always, keep smiling, enjoy your blissful day, and thank you for always liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And we shall see you guys in the next one. Thank you.
Thank you.